Missed out on breakfast? Fret not. It's never too late to grab a bite.
All right, it's time for Breakfast Bites. And today, Miss Siek, we focus on intermittent fasting.
Yeah, I swore by intermittent fasting.
Well, in case you aren't aware of what it is, I know you and I are, it is an eating pattern that oscillates between periods of voluntary fasting and eating. And the focus here is on when you eat rather than what you eat. So, there are many variations of this fast, but a common method is the 16/8 method, fasting for 16 hours, eating within an 8-hour window. We also have the 5-2 diet, which is eating normally 5 days a week and restricting calories on 2 days, as well as alternate day fasting. Which one do you swear by?
I do the time period one per day.
16/8.
So, yeah. So I used to actually tighten that a little bit. I would have an 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. window. So 7 hours.
Okay.
I've never heard of the 5/2.
Neither have I before reading about this. But anyway, whichever method you choose, a BBC article noted that it has become the diet trend of the decade and is so highly regarded that tech moguls swear by it, while Hollywood stars insist it keeps them trim. Even Britain's former Prime Minister Rishi Sunak apparently once spoke of starting his week with a 36-hour fast.
Whoa.
That is pretty extreme. The science supports its health benefits. So research suggests that extending the overnight fast may improve metabolism, aid cellular repair, and perhaps even prolong life. But nutritionists have warned that skipping meals is not a magic bullet and may be risky for those with underlying conditions. Now, here's what fans of intermittent fasting like yourself would not have wanted to hear. Very recently, the first large-scale study of its kind raises a more serious red flag. Researchers analyzed data from more than 19,000 adults, finding that those who confine their eating to less than 8 hours a day, which you've done in the past with 7 hours, faced a 135% higher risk of dying from cardiovascular disease, issues with the heart and blood vessel, for instance, than people who ate over 12 to 14 hours. In lay terms, before I get your opinion, an elevated cardiovascular risk means that based on a person's health, lifestyle, and medical data, they're more likely than others in the study to develop heart-related problems like heart attack or stroke.
I wonder why that is, because I don't know why the duration of which you eat would affect your health that much. I wonder if it's because if you're on an intermittent fasting kind of eating window, if you have that habit, if you tend to pack all of your calories, well, obviously it's all in that shorter time frame, and you tend to just eat whatever. Is that what it is? And that's why you just tend to eat worse? I don't know.
Yeah, I think in this case, what you eat does matter a big deal, right? The link to overall mortality, which is deaths from any cause, was weaker and inconsistent. So in a nutshell, the study only found a weak link between time-restricted eating and overall deaths, but the risk of dying from cardio disease was higher. Now, the authors stressed that the study doesn't prove cause and effect, but the signal is striking enough to challenge this narrative of fasting as a risk-free path to better health.
Okay.
Now, here's how the study was done. Researchers tracked American adults over 8 years. So this was done over a lengthy period of time. By the way, why is it always the Americans who are studied so intensively for these things?
I think it's because the Americans are the ones who perform this kind of research, right?
Right. Is it because of the sad American diet? Have you heard of that?
No.
It's an insinuation about how unhealthy the American diet is. Anyway, to understand their eating habits, participants were asked on 2 separate days, about 2 weeks apart, to recall everything they ate and drank. I don't think
can do that?
I don't think I could do that even if you paid me $1 million. From these recalls, scientists estimated each person's average eating window and treated it as representative of their long-term routine.
Right.
Those who ate within an 8-hour window faced a higher risk of dying from cardio disease than those who spread meals over 12 to 14 hours. Now, I'm not sure what markers they used to determine this or what metrics, but anyway, I got to trust the scientists, I guess. They found the elevated cardio risk was consistent across socioeconomic groups and was the strongest among smokers and people with diabetes or existing heart disease.
Okay, so that seems
That kind of explains it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this link held even after adjusting for diet quality, meal and snack frequency, and other lifestyle factors.
Okay. I do feel like when it comes to heart health or just health in general, it's not just the food you eat. It's also your lifestyle. It's how much you exercise.
Absolutely.
Everything all in one neat package. And so if you're going to just pinpoint one thing, like this group of people, all of them ate within 8 hours and they see a rise in the chances of cardiovascular disease.
Yes.
That's just a small part of the picture that you're honing in on. You're not seeing the big picture, right?
Yes, that's right. So one expert weighed in and said that on the plus side, multiple trials suggest it can promote weight loss, intermittent fasting that is, improve insulin sensitivity, lower blood pressure, enhance lipid profiles, which I think reads your cholesterol levels, with some evidence of anti-inflammatory benefits. On the potential downsides, we have nutrient deficiencies, increased cholesterol, excessive hunger, headaches, and reduced adherence over time. Now, for people with diabetes, unmonitored fasting risks dangerous drops in blood sugar and promotes junk food intake during the eating window.
Okay, because you're so hungry and you're kind of, you want to be happy and eat something that you like.
Yeah.
And once, your time window opens up, you just tend to just go trigger happy.
Correct.
Right?
So overall, experts say people with heart disease or diabetes should be cautious about adopting an 8-hour eating window. The findings point to the need for personalized dietary advice grounded in health status and evolving evidence. Clearly, for now, the message is less about abandoning fasting altogether and more about tailoring it to an individual's risk profile.
Yeah, think about what you're eating, no matter what the time window is, right?
Yeah, so what you eat, not when you eat, flies in the face of the previous findings, right?
Yes, it seems so.
But anyway, to each their own.